Now that jingle never gets old. Welcome back, friends. How are you? It's Miss Mythril tuning in. Like my shirt? This is a cartoon shirt of one of my most favorite toys in cartoons. It's called Pokemon. What's really cool about this shirt is not only is the design of the Pokeball, where the monsters, the playful, cute little monsters that go inside of it, so that they can battle and train with their owners, it also glows in the dark. Oh gosh. If it was dark enough here, I would love to show you. Maybe it can be. Let me see what I can do about that. Watch this. Alright, here it is. When you turn off the lights, you can almost see the Pokemon that's inside. Uh-oh, it's a little bit too bright. Look carefully. Can you see it? Well, let's see if I can go further in the dark, make it better. No, not quite. Almost. Well, it was worth a try. One of my favorite shirts, and it being Friday, it's a good day to wear your typical housewear. Whew. So, today's show we're going to continue talking about toys. One of the most important things, since it's the end of the week, talking about what we do when we're done with our toys. Do you know what you do with your toys when you're all done playing with them? You put them away. Yep. And it's even better if you can take time to clean them. That way there's no germs or anything on them the next time you play with them. What's important is to know where your toys are all times. If you keep them where they belong, then you don't have to worry about stepping on them, breaking them, or them being in the way of anybody else stepping on them or breaking them. And you won't lose them as much. If you get really excited and you want to share your toy with somebody, you know exactly where it is. I bet you have a very special toy that has only one place right now. Maybe it's a stuffed animal that you sleep with. It would stay in your bed. Or maybe you've got some animal toys that your dog or your cat have that you also play with and you share with them. I have those. They're in my living room and dining room. There's several of them. So that way we know exactly where they are. On that note today, let's go ahead and take a look at what time is it? Time. It's time for time. Alrighty. So the time right now is 11:10. We have our clock and our analog digital display. Where is the red hand? On the 11. And where's the blue hand? On the 2. We do our multiplication tables that can tell us how many minutes are in the 11 o'clock hour. Can you do it with me? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and that's our 5 times table. So it goes 5, 10. So right now it is 11:10 because the blue hand is right over the 2, which signifies the little 10. Well done. Okay. Today's story. Oh, I'm super excited to read it. It's a new book that I got in my house. I really like the way the art is, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's take a look at the schedule. What's always first? Story time. Let's get that X. Put it on the story to mark it so that we know it's story time. Today's story is called Too Many Toys. This is by Dave Shannon. See the little boy and all those neat toys he's got? Let's see what he does with his toys. You ready? Too Many Toys by Dave Shannon. Spencer had too many toys. They covered the floor of his bedroom and piled up in his closet. They were stashed under his bed. They spilled down the stairs into the living room. Oh, if you're wondering if that's Spencer, no, that's just a life-size version of one of his toys. Is that Spencer? Nope, that's just a toy robot. Where could Spencer be? Ah, there he is. He had big toys in the backyard. And little toys in the bathtub. Sometimes Spencer played with nice, quiet pull toys. Other times he played with noisy, crazy electric toys. He had puzzles, board games, and talking books that fueled his mind. And loud, jumpy, frenzied video games that didn't. Spencer liked to make his toys into a parade that stretched from one corner of the house to the other and back again. There was an entire zoo of stuffed animals and a gigantic army of little action figures. He had a fleet of planes, trains, and toy boats, and a convoy of miniature trucks and cars. You see the boat? There's that train. Whew. Can you imagine having this many toys? But where's Spencer? Ah, there he is. He also had lots and lots of musical instruments, art supplies, and an alien space span weapon. Talk about being creative. Look what he's doing, mixing up all his toys together. He's making art while he's making music at the same time. Everyone gave toys to Spencer. Of course, his mom and dad did. But so did Grandma, Poppy, Granddaddy, and Auntie Mim, and Uncle Fred, and Cousin Drew. They gave him toys for every holiday, even the 4th of July, and his birthday. He also got toys from all his friends on his birthday, and on their birthdays too, when he went to their parties. He got toys at the drive-thru with his kid burger, and at the school for having lots of Peace Pearson points, and at the dentist and at the doctor when he didn't squirm. You ever been given a toy or maybe a piece of candy because you made good decisions? So does Spencer. See, there's his dentist. What kind of toy did his dentist give him? A happy whale. A killer whale, more specifically. That's a lot of toys. Look, even the word toys is made out of toys. Wow. They were becoming a household hazard. You know what hazard means? It means trouble. Or something that's dangerous. Have you ever stepped on a Lego piece in your bare feet? Or a jack? Well, it really hurts, especially if you weigh as much as Spencer's dad. Ouch! You can also trip on things like railroad tracks and race cars if you're carrying a lot of laundry. Woo! Oh dear. One day, Spencer's mom had it up to here with all the toys. "Spencer!" she yelled on her way up the stairs. "You have too many toys!" "That's impossible," thought Spencer. Then she said, "We're going to get rid of some of them." How did that make him feel? "That's a catastrophe! Pick out which toys you don't want," she ordered, "and put them in this box." "But I love them all," Spencer cried. "All right," said his mother. "I'll help you." She picked up an alien space ninja. "How about this one? You haven't played with this in years." "But I was just about to." "Spencer," his mother said, "it doesn't have a head." "I'm making him a new one," Spencer replied. "Fine," said Spencer's mother, "but this can definitely go." She put down the alien and picked up a filthy, one-eared bunny. "No, not Mr. Fluffers! Mom, how could you?" "This one then," she said. "That's Mr. Fluffers' best friend." "This one?" "Mother, have you forgotten? Grandma Bobo gave me that on the 4th birthday, and I have never been 4 again, ever." "Oh, please, Spencer," said his mom, rolling her eyes. "Don't be so dramatic." There's the box. They want to put him in. "Okay," she said, "you can keep that one. But I'm giving away this pig and the Johnny Choo Choo." "Tell you what," countered Spencer, "I'll let you have the pig, but I get Johnny Choo Choo." "What are you, a lawyer now?" asked Spencer's mother. "You can keep Johnny Choo Choo, but the cow goes in the box too. Deal?" "How about 2 Gitchy Goomies instead?" said Spencer, "and I'll throw in a little pepper of your choice." "How about all of them go in the box, or you don't watch TV for a week?" Ooh. Spencer decided it was his best interest to agree. "Deal." "Finally, some toys in the box," sighed Spencer's mom. "I had no idea this would be so much work." She plopped down on the floor next to an egg-shaped pirate that bellowed, "Arr, avast, ye scurvy dogs! Avast!" "Scurvy dog, og, og." "Here's another one you can do without," she said. "No problem," said Spencer. His mother nearly fell over. "What? You're going to give it up just like that?" "Sure," Spencer replied. "That's Dad's." So Spencer and his mom went through every toy box and looked in every closet and under every bed until they had haggled and wrestled and argued over every toy in the entire house. Finally they were finished, and his mom had a cup of hot tea and a short rest. Whew! Look at all the toys they worked so hard to organize into that box. Do you think it's going to be much easier in the house now that they've cleaned up? Goodness, some really strange toys there. Look, there's even a pair of fingers on the bottom of that box. Oh, wait. Those are my fingers. Then she went upstairs to begin loading the toys into the car. But instead of a nice, neat box of toys all ready to go, she saw a big, messy pile of toys. all over the floor. "Spencer!" she screamed. "What have you done? We had a deal." "You were right, Mom," Spencer called from his bedroom. "I do have too many toys. But we can't give away this box." Oh my goodness. He took the box? Can you believe that? It's the best toy ever. I'll tell you, I did not see that coming. You know, the fact that he had his box that he wanted to keep at the end of the book kind of reminds me how we were talking a few weeks ago. Do you remember? About different things we can do with our household items? Recycling? And we read about these two kids that had their own box and they did all sorts of things with it. I wonder, have you been playing with any boxes that have come into your home? What kind of things do you do with them? You can make all sorts of things with it. In fact, let's take a look at this for inspiration for just a minute. Let's take a look carefully at what he did with that box. What do you see? Well, there are circles that represent dials. And look, there's a paper towel roll that he used for part of the engine. And pictures of the moon and Saturn and other planets. He's got headlights. And the front of it kind of looks like a robot face, doesn't it? He's being very creative. What's that sticking out? Pencils. Oh, and if you look closer, inside those windows are aliens smiling out at you. Oh, it just goes to show you that with a little bit of imagination and determination, you can be super creative with just about anything. Yeah, I hear creativity. Why, hi, Angie. Welcome back. Yeah, good night to you, Mythril. Hello, friends. It's good to see you again. Happy Friday. And happy birthday. It's no one's birthday yet. Oh, sorry. I guess I just got too excited. I've been wishing a lot of people happy birthday lately. It's been great. So, did you hear the story? I got a good bit of it. My favorite part was when the mom was stepping on the clothes and almost falling with the laundry. But that's a terrible thing that happened. Why is that your favorite part? Because she was okay, and it gave her the energy and the decision to do something about those toys. You see, sometimes if something bad happens to you, it gives you an idea to do something about it. And that's why it's my favorite part. It's always important to try to do something really important when something bad comes along. The toys being on the floor and her stepping on it was a bad thing. But she turned it around and did a good thing with it. That's right. That's a very good point. I respect that. My hat's off to myself. If I had a hat. Hey, on that note, I got a joke for you. Alright, friends, listen carefully. You can use this joke. What's the joke? Alright. What do you call it when Thomas the Tank Engine eats a lot of toffee? Well, toffee, huh? Well, let's see. It's very chewy and gets stuck in your mouth really easily. Kind of like peanut butter. You call him a choo-choo train. Alright, that's all I got to know. I'm going to go sit in the front row. See you guys in a little bit. Bye! Thanks for visiting and sitting with us. Alright. So, we finished up our story time, huh? That was thing number 1. Move on to number 2 with the fun. Alright, you going to help me check this off? Get your hand out. And remember the gesture, down, up, to make the check mark. 1, 2, 3, and check. Story time is done. Alrighty. Alright, so I have some toys that I'm going to share with you real quick. First of all, I have these painted cars. The wheels really move too. They're made of wood. See how nicely they were painted? This one was painted black and red. Look at all those zigzags and marks that go all over. But the bottom wasn't painted. You could still see the wood on the bottom. And this one's called the Royal Ambassadors. This one's just pure blue. Look at that sleek design though, and the way the light shines off of the blueness. Very cool, huh? And I've also got this other, smaller, sparklier blue car. Beep, beep. Alright, those are my cars. Next toy I have is a card game, kind of. They're not tall and rectangle like most cards. They're small and round. As you can see, there are different pictures and words on them. You might recognize this toy. It's a game called Spot It. And what you do is you play it with a friend. You try to figure out what is in both pictures at the same time. Can you tell what's in both pictures this time? Ding, ding, ding. That's right. They both have an orange. So if we were playing a game, you would win that pair. The person with the most pairs at the end wins. So there's my Spot It cards. Alright, I'm going to put that down. And last but not least, I have here some nice hats. Alright, so I have this nice purple suave looking hat. Next up, oh, this is one of my favorites. I have a costume of Jessie from Toy Story. Here's her sparkly cowgirl hat. Yee-haw! She goes really nicely with my toy doll. Oh, I'll have to bring in my toy doll to show you in just a little while. But for now, let's put that down. And you've seen this before. This is my parrot hat. Looks pretty silly, huh? I always like his tail feathers in the back. Looks like a hair braid to me. Okay, so here's what I need your help with. I need help deciding what kind of containers these things go in. I'll show you what containers I have. First, I have this little blue round container. See how small it is? Not very shallow. Round like a car wheel. Then I have this rectangle shoebox. Which one is smaller? That's right, this one. And no shoebox is complete without the lid to go on top. Shoeboxes can make great storage containers. So the next time you go out to get yourself a new pair of shoes, save the box. They're very strong, quite durable, because they're designed to be super strong and keep your shoes safe. That's my second container. My third container is this big plastic one. Now you can see through it. Hello! As a matter of fact, ooh, you can hear my voice echoing inside of this. Neat. As a matter of fact, one time I used the container so that we could do a floating and sinking project. I think it was just last week. Is that right? I bet my voice sounded really silly in there, huh? Alright. So, help me out. The small red or round cards that I had for the Spot It game, which one would be better for it? The big rectangle one? The blue one? Let's see. Here are the cards. Here's the container. Let's see if it fits. Absolutely. Good job. I got some bite marks on there because my dog got to it at one point. He thought it was a chew toy for him. Alright, next up. Which one would be good for the cars? Do you remember the cars? Should I put them in this big one? Or the smaller rectangle shoebox? Let's see what happens when I put them in the big box. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Oh, a lot of rolling around. Kind of noisy. Oh, I got plenty of space, don't I? Have myself a little car race. Meow, meow. They do fit, but there's so much space left over. What should I do? Put them in the rectangle shoebox? Okay, let's see. Here's the shoebox. Let's put all 3 cars inside. 1, 2, 3. Do they fit better? Whoa, you were right. Way to go. And I still got a little bit of room. This is a good place to put them. And if I get more cars, I can put them right in here. They'll all be safe together. Alright, so that means I put my last thing in here. The hats, right? Got my red cowgirl hat. 1. Got my purple suave hat. 2. Got my silly parrot hat. 3. Okay. Do they fit? For the most part. The parrot's head is poking out. Let's see if I can adjust them or move them around a little bit to make it easier. Ah, there we go. Push down, much better. I just happen to have a lid that can go on top. Let's see if it works. Here's my lid. Ta-da! And I have put away my toys safely. They're not getting squished. They're nice and protected. And if you shake them around, they can't get hurt. Oh, this is a lot better than sitting down and just plop them on the floor when I play with them. Oh, I promised to share Jessie with you. Hang tight. I'll be back in just a short minute. In the meantime, why don't you go get you some water? Go give someone a nice hug. Start thinking about what kind of things you want to do today. Be right back. Hey, told you I was short. Here she is. This is my Jessie doll. Say hi, Jessie. Did you hear that? You know how she did that? There's a string in the back of her. When I pull that little ring, she makes different voices. And look, Jessie would not be complete without her hat. See? She's got her own hat. Looks just like mine.
I got a powerful hankering to let loose and yodel.
Yodeling, yahoo! Yep, definitely one of my most favorite toys. And I'm putting her right here in the hat container for just a second. I'll put her back where I found her, on my toy shelf, in just a few minutes. But I'm not done with her quite yet. So, keep it there, because I'm talking to you. I'm going to make sure not to forget it, though. Alright, we are done with our fun time. That's our second thing to do today. Whoop. Let me fix that Y right there. We did one story. Second, we had some fun. And third, we're about to do our word time. Can you be so kind and get out your check fingers for me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, and check. Done. Alright. And we will get with our word time. Oh, Janella! What word do we have today? Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, Janella. Today's word is have. Like after today, after the show, I hope you have a nice day. Have. H-A-V-E. Let's see it in a sentence, okay? We have a lot of fun toys. Right there, see in red, the word have. That's the word today. Let's have ourselves some fun with that word. Go out today and see how many times you or other people around you use the word have. Can you tell me what letter have starts with? What letter makes a ha sound? Ha, ha, ha. H, that's right. As you saw, the first letter was a lowercase h. But of course, have starts with an H. Alright, we will check off our third and final thing for today before we say goodbye. The third thing was word time. Checking off one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and down, up. Check, check. And we are done for today. Thank you, friends, for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you continue to have a great day. This is Miss Mythril signing off. See you next time, friends. Have a great weekend. Mwah.